Hello, OFP Nation, and welcome to our midweek analysis. It is Wednesday, April 16th, 2025, and we are going to dive into these charts here in just a minute, guys. To those of you joining us live, hello. Feel free to say hey in the comments. Let us know your name, where you're tuning in from. If you're watching the replay, hello to you too. Nick, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Beautiful. We are going to dive in to these charts and see how things have been moving and shaking. So I'm going to take a step back and hang out in the comments, and Nick is going to take over.
All right, thank you very much, Rhea. So first things first, we always take a look at the dollar index. So let's have a look-see. So the dollar index pushed all the way down strongly, started off Monday with a gap, and it just seems to be consolidating. Like everything just seems slow. Well, things changed a bit today, but for the past few days, everything has been slow. The market has been slow, mostly because the VIX has also been down. So that's where we currently are with everything. And I wouldn't say much on the dollar index that there's something happening, but this is a level of support. We're currently waiting for a reversal at this point. If it will happen, if it will, great. If it won't, then we might just be pushing down and there might be a continuous decline with the dollar index as we are right below 100. So that does that mean for other pairs? Well, first of all, other pairs like euro, pound will probably be going up for the next couple of days and weeks. Yeah, due to this decline on the dollar index. And speaking of which, let's just dive right in. So, as you know, dollar index and euro dollar are highly correlated. So, this is the same situation we're currently seeing. So, there is a possibility of us making a new high just right above 14761, and that will obviously give us some room to actually draw a trend line starting from here all the way up to there. And then we might actually have a good reason to go short and then probably come down to this level of 11,000. So that's where I do see the euro dollar going to. We're looking to probably make a new high above here. Then from there, we can be looking to short it, coming all the way down to the level of 1.11. Then let's look at pound dollar. So pound dollar has been making new highs, and right now it just seems to now be looking for either a pullback. I do believe a pullback is what is coming, and the first level we seem to be coming to is probably around the 1.32 area, but I feel that will be too obvious, so it will probably be at this neckline of this resistance level. So probably around 31500, or even on this resistance, which will become support at 31400. So that's where I do see pound dollar coming to for a pullback before actually pushing to the upside. Then let's look at dollar Mexicano. So dollar Mexican has been pushing down strongly, which is great. And we seem to be coming all the way down here at the support level at 1986. Then probably from there we may bounce from that area and then go all the way up, possibly. So that is our anticipation on dollar Mexican. Then dollar yen. Dollar yen is still making new lows currently, but nothing has been broken, no trend lines have been broken. So I do believe once the trend line is broken and we actually see confident reversals on dollar yen, most of this is what we're looking to get broken. Once this gets broken, then probably we might go right above this resistance. Then once we go above there, then we could probably be seeing new highs, and this may be an explosion to the upside. We are yet to see. It could even be a crash to the upside, I would say, with dollar yen as it has been strongly moving down. It's just literally the same as what happened last year. Dollar yen was strongly moving up. Was this last year? Yeah, last year, dollar yen was strongly moving up at the beginning of the year, made new highs, continued making new highs up until something sudden happened, and then it immediately dropped, then continued dropping and dropping, and then formed new lows and everything. So we might have that same case scenario, or we might do what actually happened where the market will be dropping as it currently is right now, continuously dropping, and then we'll just have a continuous upward move for a couple of probably 3 or 4 months, then probably decline again. So that's what we may have with dollar yen. That's what I'm anticipating. We might have a continuous bullish trend, probably even all the way to 156 or 154. Then from there, we might continue with the push to the downside. But overall, the way everything is looking on dollar yen, it seems we are literally aiming to come below the 139 level, and from there bounce and go to the upside. So, one moment. All right, so let's now move over to pound yen. So literally pound yen has is still bullish, I would say, at the current moment, because we broke to the upside. So this is what we actually looking to see happen with pound yen, or rather dollar yen. We're looking to see it make a sharp move to the upside similar to this, then continue going till forever. But right now, pound yen seems to still be setting up right up until we go right above this resistance level. At this current moment in time, we are doing nothing. Then let's look at CAD Swiss. CAD Swiss is still going to the downside. We have been consolidating for a while, even despite the Canadian interest rates and other Canadian news. We haven't really seen any proper signs of a reversal at this point in time, but we're still waiting for that reversal to come upon CAD Swiss. Probably once we make a new low, we can now formally draw a new trend line to the downside. Then once that breaks, we'll be looking for a break of resistance to the upside. So that is what we're anticipating on CAD Swiss. Then let's see, we have covered dollar yen, pound dollar, dollar yen, and now let's look at gold. what is in store for gold? So this is what I was talking about. So similar situation with all right, I don't know why it's not loading. Okay, that's weird. Okay, there we go. So gold has been moving parabolically to the upside, and right now there might be a pullback. I'm not too sure. It could be a pullback. There will be a pullback. There might not be a pullback, but overall, everything that goes up must come down slightly, right? So just like what happened here, there was a slight pullback. We might have that on gold. We might have a slight pullback coming down to 3,300. If that doesn't go as far as 3,300, then we might actually see a deeper pullback coming to 3,250. So know one thing about the market doesn't do what everybody is expecting. If the market was always pulling back 50%, 20%, everybody will be making money. But that's not the case. 3,300 could be where we could be pulling back from, or we could continue making new highs, even go all the way to 3,400, and then out of nowhere we can just have a rapid drop that covers or surpasses all the gains that were gained for the past few days. So examples are like days like this where it just pulls back, or days like this where it just continuously keeps dropping, or days like this where you just see massive drops out of nowhere and then people are wondering what's happening. I think that's what also happened. Was it last week? Yeah, around this period, like where it just started dropping all the way down and took out all the profits of the other days. So we might have a similar situation where we won't just come here, won't just come here, or even here. We'll probably come all the way down here to 3,000. That's a possibility with gold. So anything can happen and will happen with gold really, really soon. So it's either we're going to have a very sharp move to the upside or a very sharp move to the downside. That will signify something different for me. Right. Now let's move over to NAS 100. So NAS 100 apparently dropped 4% today. We've been having lots of gaps in between, but depends on what charting you're looking at. So if we take a look at probably futures, well, it's given the same um, charting, but even worse with gaps. But either ways, this trend line was already broken. What else? Resistance was already touched, but we are still waiting for this top resistance to be broken. But overall, it still looks bullish from my perspective, since everything has cooled down with volatility and whatnot. We still seem to be bullish overall on NAS 100 and could be going back up probably by before the end of this month. We might actually be back up here around the 19,500 or the 20,000 area. So that is what we are currently anticipating on NAS 100. Then let's look at US30. So US30, same scenario, nothing much I can say there. Let's move over to Ethereum now. Ethereum has been moving sideways. Right now, I don't know if we'll be going to the downside or the upside, but all we can just do is anticipate what may be coming. Overall, if you are buying from this level, this is a great level. Like I already mentioned on Sunday, this is a great level to be buying at and having your stop loss just right below 1,400 and looking to make all-time highs. Like if there's a sign that this is time to buy, this is it that you've been looking for. This will be like limited downside with a higher profit reward going to the upside. So that is just my anticipation on Ethereum. If not, we might just be probably making new lows below 1,400 and maybe, if maybe not, Ethereum may even go as far as 1,000 flat. It is a possibility. Yes. So let's look at our last pair for this evening. So that is Bitcoin. Bitcoin seems to be coming to the resistance levels. Um, we might be bouncing from here or going right through and then probably being surpassing all these resistance levels, or we could bounce from here and then come all the way to the downside and finally make a new low once again. So this is where we conclude with our weekly analysis. So Rhea, you could come out from hiding now.
I knew it was coming.
It always does. It always does. Yeah.
Does anybody have any questions or any other pairs that you might want us to take a look at before we go? Please let us know in the comments. And while we wait for anybody to say something, we just want to let you know that we do have a promotion going on right now. You can get 15% off any instantly funded account as long as you select the 3% daily drawdown option. So whatever the price is for the 3% daily drawdown option, 15% off of that price. Any size account, you can use the code 15OFF 3DD, and you can see it at the bottom of the screen. All right, guys. Well, thank you for coming to join us this Wednesday. We are going to bid all of you farewell, but we will be back on Sunday with our weekly analysis for next week, right? So that's where we kind of look at the whole week ahead. So make sure you mark your calendar. We always get together on Sunday at the same time. So be sure to mark your calendar for Sunday. And oh, wait, we have someone asking to look at the pound kiwi. Pound.
Okay. Right. Okay. Let's look at pound kiwi. Right. So pound kiwi looks like it was for a heads and shoulders, but it hasn't yet formed yet. But either way, if we go back in time, this seems to be like a top for pound kiwi. Overall, that's what it looks like to me. Looks like a top. So overall, the previous highs have been broken. It already looks like there's a trend setting in, a new trend. So this has already been violated from way back here. And also support has been broken as well. So we might actually be seeing ourselves make a new low, which is kind of obvious right now. But we also may be coming down to 220. Yeah, that's where we could be coming down to with pound kiwi. Yeah, so that is my overall analysis with pound kiwi. Unless there's anything else.
Well, all right. So I just want to say thank you, Nick, for your lovely analysis. It's always so great. But we are going to go ahead and we are going to head out. I think we covered a lot of pairs today. But we will be back on Sunday at the same time, which is dang, what time is it? 4 o'clock Eastern Standard. So wherever you are in the world, if it's 4 o'clock in New York City, that'll be the time that we will be live. We hope that you guys we hope that you
You know
guys
what you just reminded me of?
Oh no, Bear. Go ahead.
They say we are 15 minutes in a different time zone. Yeah, so there are a lot of jokes about time zones. Even RD talked about it, the rapper from the UK, that he may be drinking at 9 a.m., but it could be 9 p.m. somewhere else.
I know. Or I always tell people that they're in the future. Nick,
Mhm.
you're in the future?
Yes, I am.
Especially on New Year's Day when you're celebrating the new year, and still here in the
Mm.
United States, we haven't gotten there yet. So,
Yeah,
yes,
which
sir.
is crazy. Mm-hmm.
Nonetheless, we will be back on Sunday, 4 o'clock p.m. in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. That's New
Yeah.
York time. That is 10 o'clock in the evening, Central European time. We will be here. You guys enjoy the rest of your trading week. Happy trading, trade responsibly, and we'll see you soon.